Good evening, program managers, Thrive coaches, family, and friends. Welcome to the 2022 U.S. Small Business Administration's Thrive Emerging Leaders Reimagined graduation. Before we get started, though, family and friends, SBA's Thrive National Virtual Graduation wants to go viral. With your help, we can trend on YouTube. Click the link in the chat. It will take you over to the SBA Thrive YouTube channel for a better viewing experience. Go ahead and head over there now. As for you graduates, please grab a glass of your favorite beverage, champagne, wine, or water. We will have a toast at the end of the program. So stay put, engage here in the chat, and let's get ready to graduate. So you have put in the work for over the past 6 months, and the time has come. It's graduation day, and we want to see your faces. So please turn on your cameras and tell us where you're logging in from. There you go. Everyone looks great. You did it. You made it to the finish line. You have stretched yourselves, learned new things, and grown your businesses. During the past 6 months, some of you made major pivots and shifts in your businesses to make them better. Many have tried things that you have never done, and others have learned things that they have never known. Your experience in Thrive Emerging Leaders Reimagined has made you a better CEO, a thoughtful leader, and a savvy business owner. Mark L. Madrid is the leader of the SBA's Office of Entrepreneurial Development. As Associate Administrator, OED supports more than 1 million small businesses annually and is committed to ensuring that businesses have the tools, programs, and resources to grow. Previously, Mr. Madrid served as CEO of the Latino Business Action Network. At the SBA, Mark is single-handedly responsible for envisioning something better to ensure small businesses are prepared and the CEO is ready. He is committed to Thrive. I'd like to introduce you to Mark L. Madrid, Associate Administrator, Office of Entrepreneurial Development for the U.S. Small Business Administration.
Greetings from our nation's capital. Greetings from our nation's capital, and great day to all, especially our graduates of SBA Thrive. I'm fortunate and blessed to lead the Office of Entrepreneurial Development alongside a terrific team, and I'm honored to report directly to SBA Administrator Isabella Casillas Guzman, from whom you will hear from momentarily. The bottom line is you have gone the extra mile, and you may be familiar with the saying, go the extra mile, because there is no traffic there. In your own ultimately unique context, filled with both challenges and opportunities. We do not know how, but you managed to squeeze in a substantive educational curriculum. And not only squeeze it in, but complete it, despite all your time demands and everything that goes on for you underneath the radar that we don't know about. With that said, you did it. You crossed the finish line. And to those who supported you and who are here today, we at the SBA and all of us, we thank you as you are also to be celebrated today. On this side, SBA Administrator Guzman, the Office of Entrepreneurial Development, and our close collaborators, the SBA Office of Field Operations, which comprise our remarkable district offices who recruited you all. Of course, our curriculum host and producer, ISOM Global Strategies, IGS, our Thrive coaches, and our Thrive subject matter experts. We all couldn't be more proud of you. And as you know, I myself am a product of a family-owned small business, a welding business in the Texas Panhandle. My dad, at an early age, said, son, not only do we have to put food on our table, we have to put food on the tables of the families that we employ. The grain elevators, the cattle pens, and the cattle themselves don't take a day off, and neither do we. This resilient, gritty, and tough spirit is what defines this cohort of Thrive graduates. And with that said, it is my highest and greatest honor to introduce President Biden, cabinet member, and the 27th administrator of the United States Small Business Administration, and the voice of over 33 million small businesses across America, SBA Administrator Isabella Casillas Guzman. Going from the heart, what is undeniable is that we have the ideal leader at the SBA at this time. Through action, not just words, Administrator Guzman is charging us to be as entrepreneurial as the small businesses that we represent. Through her own example, she sets a high bar of excellence, I can assure you, to be customer first, technology forward, and advancing equity. And she does so with authenticity, experience, and wisdom. We welcome to your celebratory graduation, SBA Administrator Guzman, a leader with a distinguished track record, the right leader of the SBA at the right time, and a leader who celebrates her own roots of being raised alongside a family-owned small business and being an entrepreneur herself. Welcome, Administrator Guzman.
Welcome to the official 2022 Thrive graduation. Thank you so much, Mark, for that warm introduction. Always appreciate your energy. You know, the SBA Office of Entrepreneurial Development that you lead continues to advance our mission and helps more small businesses under your leadership. So thank you so much. And thanks to your incredible OED team, the Office of Entrepreneurial Development, Joanne Braxton, Nathaniel Bishop, for their strong stewardship of this program, as well as our district office teams who implement on the ground, and our new host, ISOM Global Strategies, led by Towan Isam and our dedicated coaches who are leading this vital training effort. Congratulations, Thrive graduates, on your achievements throughout this important program and for reaching this day. I would also like to give special recognition to the top 12 cohorts, the top 12 program managers, and our top participants of 2022. Thank you so much in advance for sharing your stories in the program today. I know we're going to hear from you a little bit later. You know, Thrive is about developing an entrepreneurial growth mindset. I've heard that from so many graduates around the country. It's about building networks and an entrepreneurial toolbox of knowledge and resources that you could just reach into on a daily basis. Now, we want to help you accelerate your growth, connect to new resources and networks, and be resilient in an increasingly competitive and sometimes unpredictable economy. Since its inception originally as E200 in 2008, later evolving to Emerging Leaders, and now as Thrive, this impactful program has trained nearly 6,000 small business owners, supported the creation of more than 11,000 jobs, generated nearly $1 billion in new financing, that critical funding for businesses, and secured more than $4 billion in government contracts. You know, we helped entrepreneurs realize their American dreams of business ownership through the successes over the years, and we're going to continue to do so. In our first year with the new Thrive team here, we built a national cohort of more than 800 CEOs in 59 cities. 800 entrepreneurs collectively investing their time and bringing all of themselves with passion to help their cohorts create a unique peer learning experience alongside talented coaches and speakers. You have leveled up your skills and grown lasting relationships that will help you advance your business. And with that, you've prepared yourself and your business for challenges and opportunities we know that you'll now be prepared to seek and can continue to pursue with more confidence as well. You know, I grew up in a small business family. I understand the agility and creativity that it takes to start and grow a business, that willingness to learn and change. I learned that well from my dad and throughout my business experience, but also that ability to pivot. And one entrepreneur recently told me that she feels like a ballerina. She's pivoted so much. But also, to tap into networks so you can ask for help and seek out resources. and with that confidence and determination and grit. Calculate risk, plan, implement, repeat risks, do planning again, implement, hire those employees, get capital, and just keep going and growing, because we know that you're trying to pursue your dream and your idea and need those tools to do it. And as the voice of America's 33 million small businesses and innovative startups in President Biden's cabinet, I also want to share that you small business owners are giants in our economy. I hope you all recognize your impact. And we need your great ideas and entrepreneurial spirit to create competition, but help each other succeed in the marketplace, delivering products and services that we all love. We need you to innovate as well, from new technologies and industries to even just blowing out our taste buds with new food crazes that blow up around the world. You make our lives and the places we live better because you create jobs. You increase the productive capacity in our economy, which is good for everybody. And you build wealth for your families and communities. And now you are empowered as you have the team of the SBA behind you, the team at the federal agency that is focused on delivering the dream of business ownership to more Americans to advance our economy. We are working hard every day to meet you where you are and provide customer-centric, tech-forward, and equitable products and services to help you start and grow and build resilient businesses. And this is a great time to be a small business owner in America, because President Biden has committed to building an economy from the bottom up and the middle out, which really means he wants it to work for every American. And the president's economic plan is working because we are continuing to see real progress and positive results in delivering a stable, more steady economic growth for this country. Inflation is lower, gas prices are down, GDP is up, manufacturing is booming. There's been over 750,000 jobs created in manufacturing. Unemployment is down and wages are up. And small businesses are booming as well, because since the president took office, 9.1 million Americans have applied to start a business. And that's at a 70% faster rate than any historical average. So President Biden's legislative achievements have yielded historic investments in our nation's infrastructure, from transportation to broadband, both really important for small businesses and main streets across the country, domestic manufacturing and innovation, and a clean energy economy for the future to fight climate change, which is an issue that disproportionately impacts small businesses. And we are starting to see the first new projects getting underway and coming right back to our small businesses through contracts and other benefits locally. All of this news helps our small businesses seeking revenue growth opportunities and those needing support to better manage to their bottom line every day. This is how we will help ensure our small businesses can survive and thrive. Of course, there are still challenges. The Biden-Harris administration has a whole of government approach to solving problems and innovating in government, as we believe in our great democracy and the ability of America to compete and win in the global economy. When President Biden asked me to serve in his cabinet and lead the SBA, he made it clear that he does believe that unequal barriers and disparities for entrepreneurs limit us, and that great ideas come from everywhere, but opportunity and access are not equal. And it was upsetting to him during the pandemic to see that businesses with CPAs and bankers and lawyers on speed dial were the first in line for support, and that the rest, so many of the smallest of the small and others, were in the back of the line. So he did ask me to fix that. And today the SBA is being as entrepreneurial as the small businesses that we serve. We're pivoting and adapting to make sure we can support you through whatever challenges or disruptions come your way. We are committed to transforming our lending, investment, contracting, trade, entrepreneurial development, field support on the ground for you, and disaster recovery products and services, so that we can continue to advance small businesses and entrepreneurship in this country. So keep up your incredible work, shaping our neighborhoods and communities with your shops and your restaurants and your venues, creating and improving the products and services that we all depend on, but as well advancing science and technology to solve problems at every scale and ultimately and importantly, powering our nation's economy. Today, we're putting you at the front of the line as you graduate from a program that gives you a network of individuals on speed dial to help advance your business. So keep the SBA and all of your new partners on speed dial as you go forward. You need a team, and we're here to be that support. So thank you for your passion and your commitment that you give to your business every day. And congratulations again on this incredible accomplishment, all your hard work and surviving and thriving in Thrive.
This year brought a lot of transition and opportunity for growth. There's a great quote from Socrates. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. The newly reimagined program could not be more realized than the people you are about to hear from. The PM, the coach, and participants who looked change in the face and said, "Bring it on." First up is the program manager from the Baltimore cohort, Tanya McCoy.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. As the program manager of the Baltimore District Office, I have thoroughly enjoyed managing the Thrive Emerging Leaders program. The Thrive program gives the participants valuable information to grow their business. I enjoyed watching the business owners have their amazing aha moments as they work through the modules. I know my cohort was tired of receiving emails after emails after emails from me, but in the end, I believe they understood it was to help them.
Thank you.
I believe that the participants should get the most out of the program. And in order to do that, I have to provide much assistance to them as much as possible. Again, email after email after email. This program has a twofold success process. The participants must do their part to succeed, as we as program managers must do our part to assist them as much as possible. It is a joy to see the business owners where they were when they first came in to the amazing transformations at the end. The participants received great advice from the coaches and valuable nuggets from the subject matter experts. I am so proud of the participants of the Baltimore cohort, and I encourage all of the participants to utilize the advice and nuggets you acquired from the program. Lastly, congratulations, graduates, you did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. Now we will hear from the Milwaukee and Minneapolis Thrive coach, Tess Vergara.
So, hi, hello, I am so honored. Can you mute, Kim? I'm so honored to have right behind me the longest running, #1 top performing cohort, Minneapolis. My name is Tess Vergara, Soul Powered Executive Coach at soulpoweredleaders.com. When I was first congratulated that Minneapolis was leading at #1, I figured, wow, I got lucky. And then a week later, my other cohort, Milwaukee, out of nowhere, landed at #10, and a week later at #2. Minneapolis and Milwaukee were at #1 and #2 for a very, very long time. And I went, maybe it's not all luck. The thing with coaching is your success is our success. We can give you all the knowledge, the tools and resources, but just as you can lead the horse to water, you cannot make it drink. Ultimately, your success is up to you. It's your actions that determine your success. And as coaches, we are entrusted with the important task of guiding and inspiring and getting you unstuck and taking action every step of the way. And you graduating today made us all look and feel really, really good. So thank you. Now, while it's true that I got lucky, it's also true, and I speak for every coach here who sees the wholeness in their clients, that our faith, certainty, and confidence in you is greater than your doubts and fears. And that's what holds space for transformation. That's the power of coaching. That's why we do it. The result is phenomenal growth and transformation in your lives, in your leadership, in your business success, and in creating a better world. One more thing I need to share that really touched me. One of my cohort members said to this cohort after their capstone presentation, "You all connected me back to my soul." The authentic soul-to-soul connections that I've had the honor and privilege to witness and cultivate in both Minneapolis and Milwaukee is beyond words. And as long as I am a coach, it will always be my intention, my mission to return the soul power to the people. On behalf of the SBA Thrive coaches, thank you and congratulations to the 2022 SBA Thrive graduates, to the Small Business Administration, to ISOM Global, Twyla, Brian, and Shane, to all the subject matter experts, and to my fellow coaches, thank you, thank you, thank you, and more power to you.
Great job, Tess.
Great job.
We have heard from a PM and a coach. Now let's hear from a few participants. First up, Nick Wake from the Baltimore cohort.
Thank you so much for having me here and allowing me to speak and just share about the SBA Thrive program. First, I want to say thank you to Miss Tanya, Miss Caroline, Mr. T.H.R.I.V.E for their dedication and mentorship throughout the experience. Without them and their hard work, this quite possibly could have just been another inspirational class. However, it was not. It was far from that. It ended up being a pivotal moment in my walk as a small business owner and a father. It's so hard for me to explain how in just 6 months, my view on running and expanding my business would change. I've had a role in the restaurant and hospitality industry for over 25 years. I've taken some of the most advanced QSR and hospitality classes that the industry has to offer. I've flown to different colleges, universities. I've been taught by the industry's leading experts, most successful companies, reaching billions of dollars in sales. All of these things were powerful and motivating, and they helped me learn a lot. They even warned me about the challenges I'd face as a business owner. They really did inspire me to dream big. However, they were missing one key element, and that element the Thrive program offered, and that element was application. The SBA Thrive program equipped me with the knowledge to overcome the challenges I was facing. It not only equipped me, but it held me accountable to applying that. It's one thing to know something, but it's an entirely different level of impact to apply that knowledge. I was once told by a mentor that knowledge without application is useless. And the Thrive program helped me take knowledge and put it into action. It not only equipped me for years of successful business growth, but also growth as a father. With the leadership and planning principles I learned in the Thrive program, it will affect my family for generations. Life can be busy with 5 kids ranging from the ages of 3 to 21 while building a small business. It's easy to get consumed working on the business, in the business and not on the business. And sometimes that can quickly become a nightmare instead of what you once would thought be a dream. But at just the right time, the Thrive program shook me and woke me up. It helped me open my eyes again. I'll be forever thankful for that. So to Miss Tanya, Miss Caroline, Mr. T.H.R.I.V.E, all of my Baltimore cohorts, my wonderful wife, Helen, for holding it down while I was away, my son, Jonathan, for helping. I just can't tell you how much this class has impacted my life. So Thrive 2022 class, we are the finishers. We're the few who fought to the end. We have much to celebrate, much to be proud of. So congratulations. Again, I'm Nick Wake. My wife Helen and I own Tenchi Spanish American Kitchen in Greensboro, Maryland. Thank you again, and I wish you all many, many years of healthy success.
Way to go, Nick. We have one more testimonial from the Seattle cohort. Participant Joe Gonzalez. Take it away, Joe.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Joe Gonzalez, CEO of Silvertech. We build and maintain the wireless infrastructure for all the major wireless carriers to keep your businesses operating effectively, mobily, so that you can enjoy a lot of the finer things in life. First of all, thank you to everybody at the SBA for putting all this content together, implementing a great program, as previously mentioned by fellow cohort. Thank you to all the coaches and the PMs, specifically my coach for Seattle and Portland. She did a great job keeping us all together. And most importantly, congratulations to all you cohorts that got here today. I know it wasn't easy. It's a lot of sacrifice, at least for speaking for myself. With what we do, I'd spent a lot of time out of coverage and on mountaintops, rugged terrain, but still found a way to get the modules done, classes done, just like all of you that are sitting here today. Congratulations to you all, and wish you all the best with all the success on all your future endeavors, on all your businesses, and take care and have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. So as you move forward with the next chapter of your life, let's reflect on what we've accomplished.
We have been waiting for this opportunity for many, many days, many weeks, many months. Welcome, and I'll start where it should. The most important thank you to all of you, entrepreneurs and small business owners from all across the country. Thank you for your dedication and your time to be here with us today. Congratulations.
Everybody at SBA Thrive for the opportunity to be part of that program.
Hi, I'm Isabella Casillas Guzman, the administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration, and I have the honor of serving as the voice of America's 33 million small businesses and innovative startups in President Biden's cabinet.
Well, one of the ways that the SBA has helped me is through the Emerging Leaders program. It really helped me examine my business and set goals and actionable steps to grow my business and teach me the value of working on my business, not just in my business.
This program is phenomenal. I highly recommend this type of training to anyone who wants to exceed out there.
I have such a piece about me with the business now, with all of the knowledge that I've gained with the Thrive program.
I was thrilled to be chosen for Thrive. Hard for me was being able to connect with other executives from around the state. I have learned so much. I'm very thankful and appreciative.
Also starting 2 other businesses, and I will be using all of the things that I'm learning in this program.
So I just want to say to everybody at SBA and everybody behind the scene, thank you so much for all of your hard work. Y'all are amazing.
This evening, everyone is a winner, but there are some of you who deserve special recognition for your efforts. Let's begin by celebrating and applauding the top 12 cohorts of the year. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Portland, Maine, Anchorage, Alaska, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Fargo, North Dakota, Birmingham, Alabama, Central Houston, Texas, Syracuse, New York, Reno, Nevada, Boston, Massachusetts, Atlanta, Georgia, and Baltimore, Maryland. And the top participants of the year are Andrea Lowe, Billy Kinema, Mark Sherman, Courtney Skinkis, Stacy Ward Latin, Tammy Liberato, Rob Woroniak, Sarah Miller, Allison Hopkins, Aaron Russell, Aaron Ennis, and Joseph Jones. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for the hard work, the multitasking, Zoom calls, the coaching sessions, and the business strategy development, the perseverance, and the grit to grind this program out to be great because you know what's on the other side of hard work. And that's opportunity, prosperity, and growth. Let's graduate, everyone. Starting with the cohorts, please look for your name on the slide when I call your cohort. Albuquerque, New Mexico, Program Manager, Sarah Branch, Cohort Coach, Andre Whittington. Anchorage, Alaska, Nalita Irvine, Program Manager, Cohort Coach, Devin Craig. Atlanta, Georgia, Program Manager, Janelle Taylor, Cohort Coach, Floyd Williams. Baltimore, Maryland, Tanya McCoy, Program Manager, Sharif Small, Cohort Coach. Birmingham, Alabama, Megan Rodriguez, Program Manager, Lisa McGinty, Cohort Coach. Boise, Idaho, Program Manager, Irene Gonzalez, Cohort Coach, Talia Hansen. Boston, Massachusetts, Program Manager, Aresta Varela, Cohort Coach, Angela Ackerman. Broward County, Florida, Program Manager, Aylin Fernandez, Cohort Coach, Orlando Espinosa. Central Houston, Texas, Program Manager, Valerie Mayer, Cohort Coach, Donna Edge. Charleston, South Carolina, William Furman, Program Manager, Daryl Jones, Cohort Coach. Chicago, Illinois, Program Manager, Mark Ferguson, Cohort Coach, George Mui. Colorado Springs, Colorado, Program Manager, Francis Padilla, Cohort Coach, Eric Green. Columbus, Ohio, Shannon Fute, Program Manager, Ken Sevick, Cohort Coach. Corpus Christi, Texas, Program Manager, Monica Stuber, Cohort Coach, Dr. Barbara Baggerly Hinojosa. Dallas, Texas, Program Manager, Elsie Collins, Cohort Coach, Terhia Jones. Detroit, Michigan, Lakita Henderson, Program Manager, Farah Salami, Cohort Coach. El Paso, Texas, Antonia McGurgy, Program Manager, Terhia Jones, Cohort Coach. Fargo, North Dakota, Program Manager, Sherry Komrosky, Cohort Coach, Raymond Cyrus. Fresno, California, Program Manager, Andy Cito, Cohort Coach, Rich Mostert. Greater Houston, Texas, Program Manager, Valerie Mayer, Cohort Coach, Donna Edge. Harlingen, Texas, Program Manager, Monica Stuber, Cohort Coach, Dr. Barbara Baggerly Hinojosa. Honolulu County, Hawaii, T. Mark Spain, Program Manager, Julie Purcell, Cohort Coach. Indianapolis, Indiana, Program Manager, Rhonda Crouch, Cohort Coach, Soraya Van Horn. Jacksonville, Florida. Jackie Gardner, Program Manager. Teresa Savini, Cohort Coach. King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Kim Stout, Program Manager. Mark Steinke, Cohort Coach. Las Vegas, Nevada. Barry Van Orden, Program Manager. Danielle Reese, Cohort Coach. Little Rock, Arkansas. Program Manager Jerry Talbert. Cohort Coach Mark Hill. Los Angeles, California. Beatrice Davis, Program Manager. Justin Hybert, Cohort Coach. Louisville, Kentucky. Program Manager Sharon Johnson. Cohort Coach Sandy Merritt. Miami, Florida. Program Manager Julio Villiers. Cohort Coach Orlando Espinosa. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shane Mahaffey, Program Manager. Tess Vergara, Cohort Coach. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Program Manager Twyla Kennedy. Cohort Coach Tess Vergara. Mobile, Alabama. Brent McMahon, Program Manager. Dr. Giovanna Ellison, Cohort Coach. New Orleans, Louisiana. Program Manager Valerie Brumfield. Cohort Coach Dr. Barbara Baggerly Hinojosa. New York, New York. Peter Fennell, Program Manager. Tuesday P. Brooks, Cohort Coach. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Program Manager Tina Schreiner. Cohort Coach Rodney Epps. Orange County, Inland Empire, California. Africa Rosas, Program Manager. Justin Hybert, Cohort Coach. Orlando, Florida. Program Manager Ed Ramos. Cohort Coach Gabrielle Juliano Villani. Phoenix, Arizona. Program Manager Craig Jordan. Cohort Coach Andre Whittington. Portland, Maine. Program Manager Brad Curie. Cohort Coach Mark Steinke. Portland, Oregon. Ashley Lambeth, Program Manager. Kelly Tweedle, Cohort Coach. Rapid City, South Dakota. Pam Selberg, Program Manager. Wendy Sahatajan, Cohort Coach. Reno, Nevada. Program Manager Alfredo Cedeno Jr. Cohort Coach Danielle Reese. Sacramento, California. Program Manager Heather Luzzi. Cohort Coach Mary Lynn Harris. San Antonio, Texas. Program Manager Ashley Morales. Cohort Coach Terhia Jones. San Diego, California. Program Manager Lucy Montgomery. Cohort Coach Justin Hybert. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Program Manager Josue Riviera. Cohort Coach Orlando Espinosa. Seattle, Washington. Program Manager Desiree Albrecht. Program Manager. Cohort Coach Kelly Tweedle. Spokane, Washington. Program Manager Joel Nania. Cohort Coach Devin Craig. Springfield, Illinois, Program Manager Mark Ferguson, Cohort Coach Ron Amel. Springfield, Massachusetts, Oreste Varela, Program Manager, Janice Chaka, Cohort Coach. St. George, Utah, Jackie Hobson, Program Manager, Talia Hansen, Cohort Coach. St. Louis, Missouri, Program Manager, Thomas Yoakum, Cohort Coach, Soraya Van Horn. St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Wayne Huddleston, Program Manager, Kellyanne Few, Cohort Coach. Syracuse, New York, Program Manager, Katrina Ballard, Cohort Coach, Tuesday P. Brooks. Wichita, Kansas, Program Manager, Michael Almack, Cohort Coach, Wendy Sahatajian. Williston, Vermont, Program Manager, Susan Maza, Cohort Coach, Angela Ackerman. Youngstown, Ohio, Program Manager, Thomas Sangrick, Cohort Coach, Kevin Sevick. We've all heard the saying, it takes a village, but nowhere is that more realized than some of the coaches who've worked hard to support your business and development, and none more than Dr. J. A graduate of leadership programs at Oxford, Harvard, and Yale Universities, Dr. Giovanna Ellison, affectionately known as Lady J, the founder and president of the Entrepreneurial First Lady, LLC, Dr. Ellison has helped thousands of small business owners and entrepreneurs clarify their purpose, amplify their strengths, and significantly increase their profit margins. In the SBA T.H.R.I.V.E program, Dr. J has coached more than 200 participants, in addition to her own cohort. Referred to as the coach's coach, let's welcome Dr. J as she lays out a charge for Thrive business owners.
It has been said that one of the greatest currencies of business success is quality relationships, that the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency that there is, that at the end of the day, we are not going to measure success based on how much time we spent at the office or on Zoom calls, but rather by the quality relationships that we had a chance to build and maintain over a lifetime. Yes, it's been said that success is not simply to be measured by only the number of books sold, clients signed, or even contracts won, but rather by the children whose tears you were able to wipe, the hands of loved ones you were able to hold when they went through a tough time, or the lives that you were able to help change and transform through your business. Yes, it has been said that a man is to be measured not just by how much he takes in payment, but by how much he gives in value. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Giovanna Ellison, and to the graduating class of the Thrive program, Emerging Leaders Reimagined, I say congratulations on giving so much value to your careers and reaching a significant milestone in your business. Over the last 6 months, we've had a chance to build relationships together. We've gone through several modules together, many office hours. We've showed up at CEO discussion groups all over the country, and many of us are even going into business together. Not a single one of us has done this alone. We've all gone through it together as a team, as a unit. And even though we are from every part of the country, we finished strong together. And now we stand strong, united as a vibrant and thriving alumni who can't wait to get together in person, set to do even greater things in the future. My deepest and heartfelt gratitude goes out to Administrator Isabella Casillas Guzman, Administrator Mark Madrid in the Office of Entrepreneurial Development, Joanne Braxton and the Office of Entrepreneurship Education, and let's hear it for the team at ISOM Global Strategies, and to Juan Isom, the entire team, Adrian, Nicole, Louise, Christy, Jada, the list goes on and on. They have set before us an example of learning how to pivot and still operate in a spirit of excellence, no matter what may come your way. To all of the diligent program managers, knowledgeable subject matter experts, and faithful program managers, and to all of the family and friends and viewers and supporters from around the world that are watching and have tuned in via Zoom or via YouTube, whatever platform you're streaming, thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience tonight as well. And to all of you, this moment, all of you graduates, this moment would not be possible without you. So I join my voice with all the others who have said congratulations on this significant achievement. This moment is definitely a defining milestone in my own career. And I want to thank each of you for allowing me to share. To say that I am honored does not even begin to quantify the depth of gratitude that I feel right now. When asked to give the charge to business owners today, besides the overwhelming gratitude and sheer weight of the responsibility I felt for this opportunity, my heart's desire is that after hearing these words, you are going to feel inspired, edified, and equipped to take what you've learned over the last 6 months and put it into massive action for yourself, your team, your community, and yes, even the world. But let me be clear, I do not posture myself as someone who has all the answers. Far, far from it. Rather, I consider myself a student in this process, right along with you. That's why I cannot see myself coaching others through this content without becoming a student and a partaker of it myself. So as a small business owner myself and business coach for several years now, I learned early in my career that the best coaches also have and invest in coaches of their own. And I'm honored to have been a part of the Thrive Reimagined Emerging Leaders program. So I'm going to cover a few points for you today that will empower you to carry out the charge, to carry out the mission that is now placed before you, the directive. Charge 1, wisely choose how you spend your time. Life can be heavy, so decide what you want to keep and what you want to release. You can't do it all and do it well. So wisely decide what your focus is going to be. Recognize that change, transition, technical challenges are a part of life, and remain committed to executing what you have been called to do with excellence. Remember that struggles simply shape you for your purpose. No matter how rough the sea, keep standing. You can't be available to everyone if you want to be available in a way that's meaningful. So wisely choose how you are going to invest your time. You know, President Franklin Roosevelt is well known for saying, "A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor." In other words, sometimes the best things come from the worst situations. And I want to give a special thank you to our tech team on today, the tech team at ISOM Global and all those who helped put today together. In other words, we are a resilient people, and resilient people can sit with discomfort and know that it's okay not to have it all figured out, because they'll focus on the next right step and get it done. And listen, be careful not to allow your quest for success, CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, don't let it overshadow your need for sanctuary. Be sure to take care of yourself and listen to the heartbeat of your soul. Charge 2, keep growing and excel to even higher heights. Become a continual student and lifelong learner. This in turn will grow your influence and impact. So a quick story. So when I was a little girl, my mama, who was my hero and angel on this earth, instead of putting an actual television in the entertainment center where everybody said a television was supposed to go. Oh no, she didn't do that. She made it a bookshelf and stacked it high with books. And so in addition to our regular homework, my big sister and I were required to write a one-page news report on current events happening in the world. And then we couldn't stop there. We then had to propose solutions to said events and how we were going to solve those problems. And it had to be one page. So as a little girl, you know, I always looked for the paper with double spacing, what they used to call wide rule loose leaf back in the day, so that I could get my work done faster. But I'm so glad for that seed that she planted, because she taught us how to identify a need in the world using our gifts and talents to meet that need. She taught us by her actions what Zig Ziglar often quoted: "You will get all you want in life if you just help enough other people get what they want." Charge 3, keep standing. Sometimes life is gonna knock you down. As small business owners, oh, we know that all too well. Sales aren't as high one month as they are another, and you find yourself overwhelmed and overworked again. Or finding and retaining quality team members for the job presents yet another challenge. But down does not mean out. After you've done all you can stand therefore. Surround yourself with the right people who will hold your arms up when yours become too weary after holding them up for so long. You've done hard things before, CEOs. You can do this too. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and to give you a hope." Our time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to create and follow that still small voice that's within your heart. Your passion and mission are the architects and engineers of a new tomorrow. The world needs you. Your clients, your constituents have two great needs. They need to feel needed and they need to feel known. In my closing words to you, class of 2022, I say, dream big. The world needs you desperately. Someone was once in despair, but then they met you, a graduate of the Emerging Leaders Reimagined Thrive program. You want to live more than an average life. You want to do something important, leave a mark, make a difference. You want to live a better story, and not just a good story. You want to live an extraordinary story. You want your business to benefit others, improve society, and bring joy. So I charge you not to give up. Don't give up on your dreams, your vision, your craft, and your goals. I charge you to develop your character even all the more. I charge you to never forget the needs of those around you, the tears that you can wipe, the hands that you can hold, and lean into that still small voice within your heart that tells you to show up for another day. I charge you to march on in excellence, victory, and unyielding integrity, that as you commit to continuous growth, you will be a lighthouse for hope and refuge and help for others. We need you, your extraordinary story. So don't cheat the world out of the book you will write, the wisdom you will share, the friendship and loyalty you will give, the business that you've started to empower lives, and yes, even the policy you will create. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. The people who need you are waiting, and they're watching you with great anticipation. Class of 2022, charge and thrive forward, because we made it across the finish line together.
Wow, Dr. J, thank you so much for those powerful words of encouragement. There are no words to articulate the innovation and leadership of our Associate Administrator, Mark Madrid, but we tried in a quote by Sheryl Sandberg. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. Mark, please share your final remarks.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Dr. J, can we hear for Dr. J one more time? Thank you very much, Dr. J. And let me tell you, I was sitting in discomfort a little while ago, and it was discomfort, but I was hopeful. And so, you know what kept the hope going for me? Is I saw Stephanie Johnson, one of your cohort members that graduated from Houston. I saw her and her still resilience. I've gotten to know Stephanie, not only as a participant of this Thrive program, but as somebody that we vetted as an 8A certified firm, woman-owned business, that was teaching all U.S. small businesses about cybersecurity. And so that's what kept me going here, and all of you. I saw the gallery, I saw that count not go down. So will you allow me to go off script for a second? I hope so, because I want to make sure that I offer every cohort. If you take my invitation, I want to meet with every single cohort because I felt like we were a little disrupted for a second there before we got everything together. The most important part, when we saw all the names of our graduates. So I submit for your consideration. I'll get together with my team that I want to meet with each individual cohort so we can have a moment together, so I can make sure that we make do on our promise that you will keep connected to the SBA. And I'm going to close by a few thank yous and then the ultimate thank you to you all. So probably about 90 seconds here, and then we'll get to that toast, the most important part, to toast you. But I want to thank on our side, the Office of Entrepreneurial Development, the team member who led the way here, and that's Joanne Braxton. Joanne is retiring from the SBA. So this is her swan song in terms of her over 30 years in federal service. It was important for her that she lived this moment and to make sure to help us get this program going in terms of Thrive, Emerging Leaders Reimagined. So I want to give Joanne Braxton a hand, along with her manager, our acting head of the Office of Entrepreneurial Development, Nathaniel Bishop, and the team around me, Deputy Associate Administrator Yvette Collazo Reyes, Administrative Specialist Alicia Coleman, Special Advisor Preston Harge, and OED, the entire team here, and of course our close collaborators, all the district offices across the country, including your PMs. And what's to say about IGS, led by a woman-owned business producer of this curriculum. Thank you, IGS and your team. And of course, our coaches and our subject matter experts. And so in closing, I've been fortunate I don't have a political background. I have a background in small business. When I had to shut down a bank in the height of the Great Recession in 2007, 2008, and into 2009, I decided to devote the rest of my career to small businesses. And along the way, I've met many graduates, alumni of the Emerging Leaders Program, and now you all. And what I've seen from those Emerging Leaders graduates is growth, excellence, and thriving, truly. I've seen some transformative moments, and now they've become mentors. They've become world-class small businesses, organizations that are procuring, organizations that are transformative and innovators, organizations that are who were not first responders, not only first responders during the pandemic, but also second responders. And so one of the alumni, and I'll close with this story, she's in Southern Florida. All she does is own a bread manufacturing facility. It's kind of a blue collar shop. And so when the lockdown happened and our families were just wanting the staples, the very basic elements, bread and milk, and when the name brands of the bread brand names, when they couldn't fill the shelves, guess who filled the shelves? A graduate of the Emerging Leaders Program. She came with her artisan breads, and she not only fed the families of Southern Florida, but because of that, she gained new opportunities. And those opportunities, some of them were because of this program. She had a Rolodex of network, of resources. She's coined the phrase, know your banker before you need the money. And now all she's doing is utilizing a new technology, and she's grown fivefold. So that's the power of this program. I wish you all the best holiday season, to you and your loved ones, to everybody that supported these graduates. Thank you for your love of these graduates here. And let's raise a toast. Thank you for your resilience today. A toast to you for crossing that finish line, whatever beverage choice you had. And I also saw Rachel and John with their graduate hats. Thank you for your energy and resilience. And until we meet again, because it is going to happen, thank you all. Bravo. And what a tremendous, I'm just going to hang on until y'all cut me off. But I mean, from Anchorage to Houston to Boise and Baltimore, Harlingen, RGV, the graduates there in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. We heard from, of course, Baltimore, Anchorage. I mean, all these places, Seattle, Wichita, Orlando. And so we hope that you all, business owners, as we end here, that you also have a chance to help us get our next cohort, because now you can pay it forward. And that's what we need right now during these tough economic times, whether we're struggling with inflation or price increases, supply chain vulnerability, exporting, digitizing, and yes, hiring. So you can be that instrument of light to others. And we hope that we get some of your contacts who will consider this program in their growth and their journey. And I love all these messages coming in. Again, thank you for your perseverance during this broadcast. I thank you to the IT team over at IGS that had the perseverance in dealing with my text messages. And at the end of the day, they came back during the most important part, which was announcing all those beautiful names. We also want to make sure and send you that slide for each one of your cohorts with all your peers on it so that you can share that away as you wish. And I hope everybody got their certificates. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Mark. We appreciate those great words. And I think the thing that is resounding is the word resilience. We are a resilient bunch. Graduates, you have been resilient. We've made it here to this final moment, a moment for us to raise our glasses. And on the count of 3, let's all join in congratulating one another with our cameras on, raising our glasses, raising our bottles, whatever it is, and saying, congratulations, 2022 Thrive graduates. Thank you for being a part. Way to go. Now let's not end the celebration. Leave your cameras on, clap your hands, congratulate one another, continue to shoot out chats and texts and talk with one another for about the next 10 minutes. We're going to party a little bit here. Thank you again. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful holiday season.
Woo! Congratulations, everybody.